Calling you a radical. I'll settle this right here and right fucking now. The investigative journalism is pathetic in Utah. So the Russian oligarchs that have been labeled that Bank of Utah owns their planes. And everybody say, well, we don't comment. Oh, please. Come on. The Bank of Utah. Yes, Browning Arms. The Browning family owns the Bank of Utah. I'm 7th generation in Ogden. I go all the way back with the Brownings. I used to do lots of work for Matt, the heir. Yes, the Great War. That's the Browning Center right there. The War Profiteer University. The Wattises. Nothing is more War Profiteer University than any place on earth than Weber State University. Yes, that Wattis. Utah Construction. Gee, Wattis, their ties in that part of the world, the nuclear industry, Western Zirconium, who thinks supplies the rods to that reactor? Fukushima, who built the reactors? Utah Construction, but Browning, the Browning Arms family, yes, was invented here in Ogden, Utah. Now, there's a famous video, I used to spread it all over. There'll be no war profiteering in World War I like there was World War II. That's Mariner Eccles sitting right next to him. Yeah, well, he's going right at the Browning family. Why do you think the Brownies never made their guns here in Utah, but they all live right here in Ogden? It was invented here in Ogden. They are Ogden. I've always said, I've changed it. I used to call Ogden blood, you know. Call it Browning. Call it what it is. Because of war profiteering. All their weapons were always made in Belgium. Lee National. When the plane showed up on the front page of the New York Times, I'm the one that broke that story. I went right down to the bank and I says, oh, it's got a Bank of Utah on their wing. Hello, James Browning had a wing in Tehran. They had their own wing at the Pentagon. The BAR was sold in World War I, World War II, and Korea exclusively. They never went public, did they? They never went public. Oh, I could write books on the Browning family. Don't even get me going. My grandsons were playing when, you know, and I was talking to this guy, and you look familiar. Playing soccer. My kid's born in 2011 with his. And I'm like, oh, I'm Grandpa. He telling me he was from the Netherlands. I'm like, he looks familiar. I show up a funeral. You can't make this up. There's the little boy. All dressed stoic. A neighbor of mine, a rich neighbor of mine. I'm connected here. Do not kid yourself. I'm way connected. Try me. And the little boy comes up and introduces me. I'm so-and-so Browning the Fourth. I look at that, Grandpa. Why are you lying to me about your name? That's how they play. This is how oligarchs play and billionaires. We can't figure it out. And Christensen, who gives a statement, the Bank of Utah, says, oh, we don't discuss. Oh, fucking please. Please. You're talking the greatest war profiteers in history. You think they just went away? Please. Bank of Utah. They can kiss my ass. You know? And this university will take money from anybody no matter what. This is the greatest war profiteer university in history. Well, they blackballed me. How about Fawn McKay Brody? How come they haven't retired Wat Masaka? He won national championships here. Oh. He's born and raised in Ogden. First player called in the history of the NBA. They won't mention his name on it. How about Fawn McKay Brody? Yeah, you know about her? First female dean of history. She's from Ogden. But they sure got everything named Browning. Oh, look at this loner dive in. Look at this. How beautiful is that? Oh, can they fly? I got a video of one of the geese here I zoomed in on, and the tag is Russian. So, I'll settle this for you. Please. Why don't you come interview me? Come on. You know, do you do this interview? Interview Kevin Blanch. The Browning family owns the bank. Now, who's the Browning family? You're talking. Now, that's very controversial. Lots of people say they sold to both sides in World War I and II. Now, did they? I don't know. But, you know, the story was that they got a Hitler, and that what they'll tell you is when all those Browning guns showed up in Hitler's possession, that Hitler had stole them out of a warehouse in Eastern Europe. Okay. You know, I don't know, but come on. The Federal Reserve's named after Mariner. I knew Mariner Eccles personally. I mean, talk about a book. I'm a walking, talking encyclopedia. But we can't figure it out. And then Christensen gives that bullshit interview. Stay tuned. I'll post my phone number.